Hello everyone, this is the Sniper Cannon tutorial for Console Edition Minecraft. Starting with the demonstration, if you want to skip to the how to build, skip 1 minute into the video. So you press your fire button, and wait for the firing chamber to detonate. I'll shoot your TNT out. There's your first impact. They don't all impact in the same area. They scatter and blow up in clusters. And then much further out, you get a few impacts in the center here. And then you get your last few impacts. Each one does a decent bit of damage. So, to build it, you'll see I'm on the edge of the map here. You don't have to be on the edge of the map, you can build anywhere. So you'll start with a slight elevation. I'm going up 5 blocks, just the higher you go, the higher it shoots. So you'll want to start with this. This outer part will be your wall. And then you build the center part, and this is the core of your firing chamber. We're building the firing chamber first. And then you put your tracks so they curve. This track curves to the outside. The outside of the curve is the direction you want to fire. So on that pressure plates. Now put more obsidian around the outside of that core firing thing. There should be 2 blocks of obsidian in every direction of the pressure plate. So basically you want to wrap that center cross or X shape twice in a layer of obsidian. Outer layer will be your wall for the firing chamber. You don't have to use obsidian to build this, but if you use anything that can be destroyed by TNT, then the bottom will get blown out. It's easily rebuildable, so it'll work for survival. Finish building the walls here. Build them up high enough you can stand inside of the firing chamber. You need to get in there to load it later. When you put these signs to hold back water, crouch to attach one side to another sign. You want the signs to cover the area with the train track and the pressure plates. And now you put another block on top. Put one block out. This water will flow over the entire firing chamber area. I'll break those blocks later. And now you just make the cap for your firing chamber by attaching them to that center block. And closing this water completely in obsidian. And be careful not to cut any of it off. Next, you'll break out this block in the very center, right above the track, and replace it with a dispenser facing downward. And that will ignite your firing chamber later. And then you probably get out of here. Next we'll put a pressure plate there, and that'll be where the TNT lands. The TNT that actually gets shot out. And now we'll put our 12 dispensers. We'll speed it up. Speed up the video since it takes a while to do this. Put a cap on top of it, and it'll be like your barrel almost. And there you go. So next we'll be loading the items into the dispensers. This dispenser gets fire charges, and these other 12 dispensers get just TNT. You can load them with more than one TNT if you plan on firing it multiple times, but I'm only firing it once for this video, so each dispenser is getting 1 TNT. Once you're more familiar with the design, you might want to do this step last, because it's easy to accidentally fire off this TNT by stepping on that pressure plate, or if you accidentally press some redstone. Anyway, those are all loaded. Next we'll be doing the redstone. So, start, put a block that can be powered on top of that center dispenser, and put a repeater up to it. Just one repeater. Break that second one. And then you want to run that redstone. Put your button so it can fire. And then you want to run that redstone around to the front. And put your 2 repeaters. And put 2 repeaters connected to the center dispenser. And that will power all your dispensers. So your redstone should connect to the repeaters, and the repeaters should power the 2 center dispensers on each side. You don't have to put the redstone exactly like I do, as long as it powers the repeaters like I have. Alright, now our last step is to load the firing chamber. So be careful not to step on that pressure plate. And look on the outside curve and start placing your TNT minecarts on the outer curve of the track. This allows you to place multiple minecarts in a single block space. Eventually you'll hit the point where it says the maximum number of minecarts has been reached, or if you want to adjust it, put less than that. If you want it to not fire as far, just put fewer minecarts in the firing chamber. But if you put too few, the TNT might not exit, and then it'll blow your whole cannon apart. Anyway, for this video, I'll be putting the maximum number that it'll let me put, so I'll hit there in a minute. And you see, it tells me I won't let me put any more minecarts. Maximum number has been reached. So that means we're ready to fire. Put a few last aesthetic changes. Make it look like a real cannon here. And one important thing I forgot to mention earlier, so you have to have the TNT, the 12 TNT, has to fall onto pressure plates, which are on top of fence posts, not blocks. Blocks make it easier to place the dispensers, but you should break those and replace them with fence posts before you fire. Don't miss that step. Alright, so we're ready to fire. Set your repeater to 2, or hit L2 once on your repeater, or whatever that equivalent button is for Xbox, and then we'll fire. And there's your first impact. Some more impacts in the center. And your last impacts. And there's nothing more out here. So that was our last impact. And this goes from about -1829. And we follow it back to the cannon. The cannon shoots on a curve. I'm not sure why. If any of you can get it to shoot straight, let me know. Let me know how you did it and I'll upload a new video. So here's the cannon at -2552. It's over a 700 block distance. And then if you want to reuse the cannon, you just rebuild the firing chamber, just like we did in the beginning of the video, with the minecart track in the center, curved towards the outside, pressure plates and the signs, then you replace the water. That's the video, thank you for watching.